And welcome back to Nerd is a New Cool with Nerd Takes.
Nerd Takes.
Hello. Nerd Takes. Back with another tasting. As you can see right there, we have the Russell's Reserve 15 year. Some information on that. The distillery.
Hold on. Let's not
What?
breeze past. This
What?
is the Russell's 15.
This is the Russell's
This
15.
is a very, very hard bottle to procure.
Yes, this is the Russell's 15. It actually replaced the 13 year. They're not going to release, or at least so I've heard, they're not going to release a 13 this year. It got replaced with this one. So for the Russell's 13 enthusiasts, of which I know I am, you are, we'll have to wait till next year to see if we can track down one.
I just want to make sure everyone understands, like, you know, we're making some of our friends jealous being able to try this too.
And they don't know if they're going to do this one again. This might be a one-time thing where they're going to release a 15. There's no indication that this is going to be a regular release like the 13 is. Like this 15 is just the 15, and then we'll see. Who knows? Maybe in 2 years they'll do a 17. I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd take it.
Math.
It's obviously wild turkey. The summary, and this is all information that I ripped from the website, painstakingly crafted by master distiller Eddie Russell. The Russell's Reserve 15-year-old is another exciting chapter in the rich heritage and legacy of Russell's Reserve. Non-chill filtered and bottled at precisely 117.2 proof. The limited release exemplifies Eddie's expert ability to develop complex flavors through carefully aging and keen barrel selection.
There's some really good selling words in there.
Right?
No kidding. There's not a whole lot of content there.
No.
There's not a
lot of fluff.
There's a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fluff in there.
Eddie does a great job.
The Russell's Reserve 15-year-old bourbon is an excellent example of Kentucky craft whiskey excellence, with pronounced notes of tobacco and mature oak with a long-lasting finish. They do have some more notes, so we'll get into them in a second.
I was about to say tobacco is what I'm getting on the nose.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
But one point is that this is not barrel proof. It was proof down. It was proof down to 117.2 specifically.
Yep.
So I guess through the blending process and everything like that, Eddie said this is where it needs to be at. No more, no less. So that's an interesting call out. This is not barrel strength.
It's fascinating.
It is proof down to this. It is obviously 15 years old. It is 117.2 proof. The mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% barley, and the MSRP is $250.
Okay. Well, nose first.
Now I can nose it. I'm done talking.
Well, so I'll just start with the nose. I think that I'm getting a lot of dried fruit. Personally, I actually get. I know these are not the same sense, but I'm almost getting either bananas or cherries.
You're definitely getting some sweet.
I got orange peel.
Some sweet.
I think there's citrus in there for sure.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to say, I'm going cherries for sure. It is very sweet tasting, and I know that you already said tobacco, but like it does have like a earthiness, graininess to it a little bit. It's not super overpowering. It's definitely more sweet than anything else.
I mean, the obvious one goes without saying is oak. It is 15 years old, so you're going to get some. You're going to get some oak on there. Should I go ahead with the website for nose? Dried fruits.
Oh.
Caramel, nutmeg, clove, and oak.
Okay.
With the distillery's signature earthiness. So maybe that's the signature earthiness that you're getting is.
I did not read the website ahead of time. I promise. I'm just after a gazillion of these. I'm finally know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Not really though. Let me just say that for 117 proof, this has like little to no bite to it.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
It's incredibly smooth.
Very smooth.
It's
hot. I mean, it's warm.
But it's warm at the finish. It's not on the palate. It's not.
Right.
It's not on the tip of your tongue or even mid palate. It's all back palate, and then finish is where you kind of start getting that heat.
Yeah,
but not burn, just heat.
What flavors are you getting, Andrew?
Oak comes out really strong. Hold on. Cinnamon. I still stand by the orange peel, but that could just be me tasting weird things.
So I added a little bit of water to it, and actually it made it hotter.
Interesting.
It opened it up a little bit. I'm definitely getting a little bit of citrus. I'm going to go back to like that. I still think there's some type of cherries in there.
Allspice.
And I actually think nutmeg
nutmeg.
is
Okay.
is
That's the one.
pretty forward there for me.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
cinnamon, you could go with cinnamon too.
That
I'm not
astringent-
sure I know the difference between nutmeg and cinnamon, frankly. So
They're
Um,
really close.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying. You could put them both in front of me. I'd probably
They are pretty close.
be tough.
I mean, it's like it's got that astringency. I think that's where the nutmeg comes in as opposed to cinnamon. So it's like it's dry
Okay.
at the end.
Yeah, but it is tasty though. So
Uh-huh.
what are we supposed to get?
Palate, we've got spiced fruits, whatever that means, including cherry and plum.
Yes,
Transition to notes of molasses, coffee, tobacco, and obviously mature oak.
Yeah.
Oak is the gimme. I don't get a lot of the I can't get the tobacco I'm not placing.
I feel like sometimes with barrels that are very old, like anything that's basically 12 years or more, you do get a lot of that barrel flavor.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting a lot of it.
I mean, I get the oak, but it's just not overpowering.
yeah,
And that's
right.
what you don't. That's what you don't want. Like another 15-year that I've had that was over oaked, and we've done it in here, was the Knob Creek 15.
Yeah.
That was fail. That was
Party foul.
there was a lot of that was over oaked, and then you converse it to the 18, and the 18 was way. It was more well balanced, and that's kind of what you're getting out of this, where you don't get a lot of the oak. You need to fish that out of there.
Well,
$200 bottle.
While he's doing that, let's chat finish real quick, because I think that, again, when I put a little bit of water in there, it did help. It actually added more spice to it on the initial palate. But with the finish, though, it is like a constant, steady, there's no rolling warmth to it. It is just warmth in the back of my throat.
Right, and it just kind of slowly just kind of fades away.
But it is there for a good chunk of time.
It's a long finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and if we're talking like flavor notes on the finish, like I think then I'm getting maybe a little bit more of the oakiness. I'm starting to get definitely spicier. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff.
I think with the water and the bottle cap in there, it opened it up a lot. I got more of the vanilla, caramel,
plastic.
a little bit of plastic aftertaste.
It's odd they'd add plastic to this really nice whiskey.
Where'd that note come from? So finish, long-lasting finish,
Super long.
with hints of dark cocoa, caramel, and smooth oak.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the cocoa, but
I'm not getting the cocoa. I mean, obviously, the caramel is just kind of the sweetness. I got some of that on the nose too. First, and that was the nice thing. Like there was no burn on the nose.
You
at
said
all.
molasses too. I think molasses can almost be like super overpowering of any type of like
Right.
other type of sweet flavor notes.
Justin, what do you think? Other Justin.
I get the oak and the molasses actually the most.
Okay.
Out of it. The finish is really strong. I like that. It lasts.
It lasts
a very long time. Yeah, solid.
Let's do ratings.
Rating?
Yeah.
You want our guest to go first?
Go ahead.
Oh, I got to go. Let me give it a 9. I don't think it's a 10 for sure. It's red 5, Luke.
Solid 9. I kind of am like swimming in that world too. I think I'm gonna probably go with a New Hope, Luke. And I'm leaning more toward like an 8.5. I'm leaning more towards the 9. I'm leaning more towards red 5, but yeah, I mean, I think that's an 8.5 is a solid score.
Yes.
I mean, New Hope, Luke. That's some good stuff.
I will go red 5, Luke, as well. I'll give it a 9. And then this is you can't really. It's hard to find something bad to say about this. I will have to try it with some water. I wanted to just give it its due.
Just leave out the bottle cap.
I think the only thing that you could say against it, and this has nothing to do with the bottle itself, it's more about other bottles we've had that have been in the 200-ish range that maybe have more of like a general mouth coating, like it's more oily, a little more oily. And I guess it's maybe my personal preference. That's what I like, and that again, it's not even a knock on this bottle. It's just having had those experiences. That maybe is what didn't take it for me to a 9 or even a 9.5.
Spin your glass real quick. I just want to see what it looks like.
There's not a ton of legs on it. I mean, they're there, but yeah, I noticed the same thing. Where like it's not super oily, but it does stick around. I mean, I think
it's still going.
What I like about it is that it doesn't. You take a sip, and it's not like it goes away so quick that it makes you want to take another drink right away. You can sit there and marinate on this guy for a while.
Yep.
What's your rating?
I think I'd probably go. Again, I'm more price sensitive, so I'm probably more an 8, only because for the price point, I don't know. I expect it to be thicker. Like that's really what I was going for. But I would be very proud to have this and show it off at when I have good friends over or whatnot. And that's kind of my litmus test in my brain of like, where does this go and what do I share with people? This would be for like really good friends. So it's a really good bottle.
This is one you don't share with everyone.
I would share with like maybe you guys. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know about you
Maybe
guys.
these guys. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, but I think, just thinking back to a couple of these that I've been on where the price point's been high and the bourbon hasn't held up to the price. I think this one does.
I would agree with
This
you.
one does.
I would not have a problem if I paid this retail price, came home and opened it up. I'd feel like I made a good purchase.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
For sure.
Solid. All right. Russell's 15.
Nerd takes.
Nerd takes.